So today we're going to look at the 4 operations with directed numbers. So that means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now the rules for multiplication and division, which we haven't even touched on yet, are actually really quite easy. So that's why we don't have to do that for ages and ages, because they are, once you know the rules, it's easy. Addition and subtraction is a little bit harder because I can't say to you, like I said the other day, oh, if you add 2 negative numbers, the answer, you know, if you add, it will always be positive or negative, or you take, it will always be negative, because it makes a difference how big the numbers are. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some similar numbers and see the difference it makes. So let's do some addition. We'll have 6 plus 6, which is 2 positives, negative 6 plus negative 6, which is 2 negatives. Then we'll have negative 6 plus positive 6 and positive 6 plus negative 6. So same numbers, but some of them are negative, some of them are positive. For this one, we've got 2 positive ones. So here we've got, that's really positive 6, isn't it? And that's really positive 6. But we don't write the positive sign in front of them always. We don't need to.
Do we have to?
But they, no, but they, I'm just showing you that they are positive. So, if we've got 2 positives and we add them together, this is where we can always say the answer will be what? Positive, that's right. Because 6 and 6 is 12, so our answer, so I'll put that in black, is positive. Okay. I'm going to change these numbers actually to 7. Sorry. You'll see why. Okay. Now, negative 6 add negative 6. What can you tell me about these 2 signs, Ashi? Yeah, and they are what? Adjacent. They're next to each other. So when we have an addition and a subtraction sign adjacent to each other, what do we do, Zane, to the positive? Chop it away, that's right. So we're going to chop away the positive. So now we have negative 6, take 6. So that's why this really does need to be a 7. Sorry. I shouldn't have chosen the same number because 0 doesn't really help. So, negative 6 take 7. What will that be? Zach? Negative 13. So the answer is negative. So a negative add a negative is negative. Now here we've got negative 6 add positive 7. The answer's 1. So that's positive. But what if it was negative 6 add positive 2? What would the answer have been then? Negative 6 add 2.
Negative 4.
Negative 4, so it would have been a negative. Okay? So that one, if you're adding a negative and a positive together, the answer could be negative or positive. It depends on how big the numbers are. This one here then, we've got positive 6, add negative 7. What happens to the addition and the subtraction sign when they're next to each other? We chop away the positive. So it's positive 6, take 7. Negative 1. So the answer's negative. What about if it was positive 6, add negative 3? And we take away the positive, so it's 6 take 3. What's the answer then? 6 take 3?
3.
Yeah, so is it positive or negative? Positive. So these ones, they vary according to how big the numbers are. Okay. So subtraction. let's do some positives. Let's do 6 take 5 and 6 take 7. Okay, 2 positives. -6 take -7. +6 take -7. Okay. -6 take +5 and +5 take -6. So let's just have a look at them and see whether they're positive or negative. So 6 take 5. Positive or negative? Positive. 6 take 7. Negative. So 2 positives. See, this one's a positive, this one's a positive, this one is, and this one is. 2 positives, if you do take away, the answer can be either. -6 take -7. What happens to the 2 zeros? Sorry, to the 2 takeaway signs?
They become a plus.
They become a plus, that's right. So we'll make those into a positive. So we've got -6 add 7. Where does that get us to?
1.
1. So it's positive. Okay. +6 take -7. What happens to this one here?
Plus.
Plus. So 6 plus 7 is positive or negative? Positive. Okay. If we have this one though, -6 take -2, what would happen?
-4.
It would be negative, wouldn't it? Because that number is smaller than that one. Okay, -6 take +5. What can you tell me about those signs, Ashi?
That we have to rule out the...
Yep, get rid of the positive. So it's -6 take 5. So you're at -6 and you're taking 5 away.
11. Oh, -11.
-11, so it's negative. And here, +5 take -6.
-1. Oh wait, no.
+5 take -6. That would have been +5 take +6. Cassidy. It's 11. Yep. So it's positive. Well done. Okay. So you can see for addition and subtraction, you have to kind of work it out for each individual sum, depending on how big the numbers are. But you'll be pleased to hear for multiplication and division, the rules are the same. Okay? So we have, don't we, positive and positive, positive and negative, negative and positive, and negative and negative. So let's assume that we are multiplying or dividing, multiplying or dividing, multiplying or dividing, multiplying or dividing. Now these ones are easy to learn because they don't change. Okay, they stay the same. So if you've got a positive number and you're multiplying or dividing it by another positive number, what's your answer going to be? 3 times 5, 15 divided by 3, 2 times 10, 30 divided by 2.
Positive.
It will be positive, that's right. So it's always going to be positive. Now, a positive and a negative, which one do you think is going to be stronger? The negative, yeah. So the answer is negative. Negative and positive, what do you think? Negative. And then finally, 2 negatives. What do you think might happen, Blake? Positive, well done, that's right, positive. So that's actually really quite easy because all you need to do is look at the signs and then decide whether or not the answer is going to be positive or negative, and then just do the numbers. So if you had -3 times 5, negative and positive, your answer's got to be negative. 3 times 5 is 15, negative 15. -6 times -5. 2 negatives make a positive. 6 times 5, 30. That's right. Okay. Stop there then, please.